definitely some things that need to be said. It's time now for people to be reached in a different way. So I hope everybody be subscribing to all my live streams, man. 'Cause the shit that I be saying is like nothing that you supposed to be listening to, and that's cool. And what I mean by it's not what you're supposed to be listening to. The system has designed things for us to listen to that ain't got shit to do with us. It got to do with programming us. It's not for us, but to help us program us. So I'm trying to see how people still program to make these weak ass statements like it's almost New Year. I'm starting over. How many New Years in your present life have you started over? How many New Years of your present life have you said the same thing in a program type of manner to yourself? How many times? So if you feel yourself saying things over and over, it's a repetition, and it's by design more than likely for you to say it and think that way. That's just as powerful thinking for you to open your mind and horizon up when I say it's powerful thinking because those that program people don't want you to know shit about being programmed because now you're aware and you might stop whatever programming you don't feel is functioning for you. So we sit and we wait and we wonder what's going to happen next in our lives. When in reality, we control the reality that we live in for our lives. We control the reality that we live in our lives. You make what you want out of life. You get what you want out of life. You get what you ask for inside of life. Some of us have bad things happen to us and don't know some of the things we asked for that we felt was good that arrived to us, and then our path from that choice led us to certain things that we feel is bad in our life. But the power of thinking is something people overlook because you thought to get out the bed, you thought for your arm to move, you thought for your fingers to write, you thought for your eyes to see. And when you're overlooking that, those things become running on autopilot. When I say autopilot, is running on a systematic way of thinking by programming through different systems, whether it's musically, whether it's visually, whether it's physically. You know, a lot of people are ruled on the instincts that their lives bring to it. Because your present life is the last instinct of your yesterday. So your today could only be what every yesterday was to make you a today. And therefore life is something that's transparent. You know, it can actually be everything you want it to be. But it depends on do you set your goals so high that you never reach them and you stay programmed in that direction of a goal that's so unreachable that if you do reach it, so many years have left your corresponded life that you can't get time back. The time that you can't get back is the time that you'll miss one day, like you miss being a child these days. You miss being able to not worry about responsibilities. You miss being not having to worry about what time the bill was paid and did I pay it on time last month and is it too late this month? Because ain't nobody living ahead of their bills. Keep it real. So the level of life that we build for ourselves can systematically break our mental down because now our mental can struggle with our attempts at life from what we built for ourselves. See, it's a growing thing I notice out here. People live in a three-dimensional world. Life exists while all of us not here in here. But before you hear life exists, during the time you hear life exists, After you're gone, life exists. Proof. You've seen babies come and go before you even left. So, if the three-dimensional world that you're set to live in is more dimensions than that, then maybe they say three dimensions, so you stay on the three-dimensional thought pattern. Because if that's just three dimensions, then let's talk about the dimension that exists for yourself on every bounds or levels of life everywhere else in life. Right now, you exist here, wherever you at, standing right there. But life exists in other places without you. It's moving. It's creating the world without you. So it's so many dimensions out there that if your mind was opened up to know that there's so many dimensions out there, you would go forth with them dimensions. You would go to Italy. You would go amongst places that you ain't never been and try to beat time to do as much as you can on this one plane of life and planet before you're gone, instead of sitting in your neighborhood fighting over corners that you don't belong to, fighting over goddamn transactions that everybody fucking do, fighting over talent that everybody got. But it's an illustration of programming. People don't listen to that. So when you get programmed, you have a ritual or a repetitional way about your life. It have you sitting in the place where if your repetitional way of life ain't met, then you feel down, then you feel broke, then you feel lonely, then you want help. It can't be like that, my peoples. It can't be like that. You see, if the message that you need ain't filtered through an image that you martyr after, idolize, and all the things you don't pose to, nobody listens. Nobody cares. Because I would have to be some ignorant ass nigga that is popularized now. Well, let's see how the black man is popularized. Athletic, comical, untruthful, non-skilled. Hey, I don't fit none of them motherfucking categories. So I hate when people act like they need my attention in them type of ways, because my attention should be always met in the way that I give it out. And I should always meet that type of attention from the attention given back to me from those that I meet. But you know what? It's never that. Like, I built a lot off a little for people, and seeing people with a lot fall to a little, meaning I can make dollars out of nickels. I watch people with dollars don't do like me and make more dollars. They become nickel penny people. You get what I'm saying? They go from having more than everybody to being victims to themselves because they ashamed that they don't have as much as people thought they had. Unlike us who keep coming from the bottom to the top, we amazed by what we can take a rock, put it in a snowball, roll it down the hill, and then when I got to the bottom of the hill, the snowball beat me there. That's my life. My accomplishment, my goals, they're going to beat me to where I want to be with them, because I'm going to go at life different. I'm going to build that little snowball, roll it down the hill, because I don't have to beat it down the hill. I want it to be big when I get to the bottom of the hill. I want it to be already a fucking massive ball. So why try to beat it down? Don't program yourself differently than I programmed you right now. Don't try to beat the snowball effect going down. Wait till the motherfucker get there so you can enjoy what you did it for. So if you setting out your life from a level of I can get it, I got it, then you can go to what you want and what you want to get. But you can't get there saying you should have had it, somebody should have gave it to you, it's being taken from you, somebody stopping you from having it. That's all in your mind. That's all in your mind. That's all in something that you created with the repetitional teachings you got from slowing your brain down in schools. Parents not be able to teach you. Don't brag on your parents because they growing up. Good jobs mean a lot of time away from your kids for them to parent you. Somebody else tried to, and you was dysfunctional to that. Like telling the teacher, you ain't my mama. A lot of y'all went to church, told the pastor and them the same thing. Why? Because the struggle is within. My women used to be able to nurture kids for so long, and then they would get a teaching from a father after that. Now the mother nurse, teach, overdo, held the kid, hold them for ransom to be seen by the people that made them, or they just keep them to the point where they're feminizing men. Because a boy will never become a woman, hopefully. He's supposed to become a man. So can you feminize a boy? Yes. You can make these boys become little bitches. Wearing boots and leggings and shit. Really? You can make these boys feel like wearing goddamn it makeup or dressing in dresses was cool for a stereotype or a fad or maybe to get attention because they'll be overlooked. See, the attention of the weak man is the people that sit here every year do fucked up shit and say, it's so many days before New Year's. Who ready for this change? Bitch, if you ain't changed before now, New Year's ain't finna change you. My nigga, if you ain't changed before now, fuck you mean. New Year's ain't finna change you. How old are y'all? Some of y'all, look yourself in the mirror. Slap your motherfucking self. This ain't your goddamn birthday, unless today your birthday. But if ain't shit changed before today, what the fuck do people be talking about? What do people be really talking about? New year, new me. Oh, you, new year. Because it's a treat when players meet, but I don't meet that many no more. I don't hang around players no more. I don't see players out here no more. I see dysfunction out here. And all the players is trying to be cool and strong by holding groups up. You know, we ain't on the same level no more. It's like one strong man for every 10 goddammit weak niggas. One leader type female for every 9 and 10 women to follow. Look at the trends. Look at the description they give us out here. Go stupid, go dumb. Why I got to go stupid and dumb to be seen, or why I got to be, deprivileged to be great or to be seen or noticed or given credit? What I think is going on is they got a problem with us and they confused us on if they had a problem with us because we became great. And then they stepped out the box to see if they can do it because, okay, if it's accepted, come on. But don't forget about it. At first, you was the science experiment. They did something, told you couldn't do it. And then when you say, why I can't do it, they like, well, go ahead, you can do it. And now they stand on top of us on all entertainment levels. Why? Because they saw at first that you was like, but I should be able to do it. Next thing you know, you're doing it, but you're saying you feel like the slave's still doing it. I wonder why. Church people. It's really, 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 really just a trick, people. For them to make you feel like you protected, like you got houses, like you own something, you really in a system that's for you. When in reality, you're not in a system that's for you. It's a system made for you. Notice, I said this earlier. It's not a system for you. It's a system made for you. I can't get my black sisters to join a money-making system or to buy their way into a better life because they get more of the assistance and the leads for income, right? But you can hear a woman who don't wasted her time with a bunch of nothing ass niggas throughout the year trying to lead them, but never standing behind a man that's a leader. And then they complaining at the end of the year saying what the new year gonna bring. Shit, but them sloppy fucked up ass niggas you been getting. See, for me to be a regular guy out here, I have to be what I see out here. For me to be myself and show the world what the example of real men really looked at like that I was taught, I can't be like everybody else out here. I can't give myself to what I call the dark side like that, y'all. Like I can't give myself to the dark side and let myself be what I see people trying to be out here. Cause it look like clown shit to me. I'ma just keep it real. Everything look like clown shit to me these days. Like women struggle with telling a man who do for himself the same instructions she tried to tell a man who lived in her house who couldn't do for her or himself. And then they wonder how they go wrong. But did you talk to the same man the same way? Did you really talk to a man who believingly did for himself when you met him? Like as if he the nigga you just was taking care of being mama two ladies? Or do y'all know how to adjust to the situation and start reacting to a better man in a better way? Because brand new year means what? The same woman that she was last year, trying to forget what happened last year, trying to put to the backbone what happened last year because last year was a fucking failure. Or maybe last year wasn't even a failure. Maybe last year was great, except you spent it with somebody who used you like a man. Maybe you was with a guy who let you be the lead. Maybe you was with a guy who let you control the feeling that a man supposed to give a woman when he control a situation. When he say, babe, I got this. Maybe the men that the women choose only as strong as the kings that they are. Except with y'all women being taught so stronger these days than the men, how can you think you being the one choosing for yourself is choosing right? Can't think that. Remember in the 80s, there was time parents was dysfunctional. The first time women had to, that they never knew how to do, which was control a household by themselves, plus make money by themselves, plus tell the kids and lead the kids in the direction by themselves. No, that means if something was done for the first time, who was schooled on doing it? Let me ask y'all something. Which one of the single mother households was taught how to be single mother households? Which one was taught how to raise these nigglets to be great? None. But you get a mix and a match of some households still had daddies and mamas. Few. Some households had daddies that kept things together, mama strung out. Some households had mama keeping things together. Some had both parents strung out, kids deriving on their own. So you just broke down like 7 different brackets. Y'all one when y'all say niggas ain't nothing. But you saying the nigga who ain't nothing, his level of reaching to be something is what? Your ideal of what you want, that ain't a man being nothing. That's him being smart enough to know once he got your ass. She just on a mission from any man. Any man. You know, have them silent little quote sounding when you typing them out on Facebook. I sure need somebody to this. That's saying anybody, not a particular person you like. I would let a nigga eat my, that's saying any nigga, not a particular person. I wish the motherfucker would link with me. Motherfucker need to buy me breakfast. Really, you saying anybody can do the things that one man who like you would say, I wouldn't do it for because it wouldn't weigh in the amount to nothing that she appreciate from me. It'll just weigh in the amount to what she see on the level of every other man out here doing. Or then some other man gonna have more. She gonna see it with her attention span and say, maybe he would have did a lot for me because he got more. No, you're gonna give him some pussy and then he's gonna give you as little as I did out of a lot that he got. As little as he got, which was a lot out of what I gave because I had a little to give. Y'all don't see the difference. Y'all don't see the difference. See, being a wise man is being an honorable man. Being an honorable man is having choices to be a man to someone or to be a man to yourself in your crown. before you start setting out to be a man to women that's denouncing your crown and wearing it for you. I don't understand. Somebody tell me where did things go wrong out here because I'm a man and to women every day complain. But I never listen to women big up guys that they made it with. They did. I'll never hear women bigging up how much men in the past that they not with instead of talking about niggas they never been with that they hope for their future when they say, I don't want nobody's son that ain't this. I don't want you talking that shit into your existence. You talking it in your existence. You talking it right into your existence, man. You talking about what you don't want more than what you do want. You talking about what you don't have more than what you had. You talking about less accomplishments than what you've accomplished. So you wonder why your life ain't going nowhere, people. But goddamn, what do you speak into your reality? What do you speak into yourself? What is it that you're speaking up that gives people an attention span to say, this is mine. I'm taking this in. This my lady. Hey, this my friend. You know, quote unquote, who really does that anymore? A lot of people is out here putting levels to themselves. They can't meet their damn self. And they say, I submit myself to someone else if they could give me the things that I can't give myself. Ain't that a shame? That's sad. I mean, and it shouldn't be like that because how many people out there really need the things that you're chasing after the years you're chasing, and when you get them, you say, damn, the amount that this weigh out don't really weigh out, so like I really needed it. Okay. Okay. So now we speaking some conscious shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now we speaking some motherfucking consciousness. Because I hate to keep seeing my people let down, feeling down, and that means you're gonna be derived from a downward spinal position. Instead of you moving forward, you're gonna always be stepping back. Instead of you going up in life, you're gonna always say you down to have to go up. What not say, I'm high already, I ain't going back down. You feel me? I'm up high already, I ain't going back down, man. It's a treatment players meet. So that means a player ain't somebody that you think wants your draw. A player is somebody that know it all. And he looking for the other players out here that know it all. So we can keep this knowledge going. Because the rich got richer by dividing knowledge up and only giving it to those that they wanted to be rich like them. Listen to me, y'all. These people don't have real talent. You can rap like a rapper. You can jump like an athlete. You can act like an athlete. Y'all do it every day, don't you? So, the thing that they do is ran off lies. The better your lies, the more attention they will have thrown your motherfucking way. If I got up on here and lied all the time, I would have thousands of views. Believe me. But when the truth comes out and be told on a regular, you got all the people who hope for lies to be the lead of life to hate on the person telling the truth. What's up, Miss Foster? Miss Nadia, how y'all doing? That's like I'm 20-some minutes in, live streaming. 20-some minutes in, live and on here. Few people want to watch. Few people want to listen. Nobody even on here, just period. No, not one person. You know why? Because something that a man say that makes sense does not get looked at anymore. It gets so frowned on by those who is caught up in the program lifestyle these days. Think about it. Y'all programmed to think y'all need the system. But if you didn't go to work one day, I mean, everybody didn't go to work on the same day. Wouldn't the system fail without us? I'm just glad we got people that work to keep the system going because I ain't going to do it. Fuck that. I see people talk about me all the time and I'll be like, you don't eat shit that I boo-boo out. So don't worry about me. How I do me is something that I do. How I get it and how I do me is something that I'm not going to let nobody else judge and tell me how to do. It's not in my DNA makeup. I'm a leader. I'm a broad Capricorn. I'm an alpha man. I ain't nothing like you probably ever met or want to meet because I'm the type of motherfucker that'll tell you I'm me. You ain't. Don't be me for me. I don't want to be no woman for her. So wasting your time trying to be me for a man would be just dysfunctional to my mind frame. I like to lead. I like to be positive. I like when people show strength. I don't like to be the only strong person I know. Cause that make me the only motherfucker that everybody gonna depend on, want to be there for them, and need help from. And I've been that for a long time, and I don't want to be that no more. Unless the Creator wake me up every day and bless me with my eyesight, my hearing, and my sense of smell, and my sense of taste, and my mobility in my limbs to send me forth for a message, I'm really don't be able to do nothing for nobody because I'm wondering why everybody living in that, you know, dimension where it's like, New Year's coming again. I'm 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 years old, and I'm still talking about New Year's gonna be a new me or can't wait to New Year's in, change and all this. Hey man, your life is one life. Fuck the damn January 1st shit. That's just another excuse for y'all to party on your last night of the year. Care less on your last night of the year. In reality, that's your strength. That's what brings you into your new year. Your delusion for the rest of your motherfucking year is gonna come from that last night you spend doing delusional shit, being in a drunken fuss, being in a high spliff, and being twisted between the two, probably with a motherfucking pill under your tongue or in your booty hole, ladies. So, y'all wonder why the dysfunction keeps growing? They taught y'all how to set repetition yearly to party on the 31st of December and to hope it gets better on the 1st of January. Mother, is anybody listening to me out there? Is anybody noticing that you too can be just like me and see through everything that is designed for you not to see through? Just peek between the motherfucking curtains. If the curtains is right there in front of the window and you can't see out the window, don't you just peek between the curtains and you see a full view of what's going on through the window? I'm just saying. I don't see many women big up their cell phone trying to build with a bogus ass less nigga. You don't pose to big up y'all self for that shit, ladies. Don't look at no strong individual man and say you intimidated by his strength because all you know is weak men that you tried with. Because now you're saying you only as strong as them weak men. Y'all don't hear me. Don't nobody hear me unless you heard me. Everybody want to be mamas out here. Everybody want to have mama qualities towards their man. Well, you ain't sucking and fucking your man with that intent, like I just said it, you mama in that motherfucker probably. He probably waiting for your ass to do things that his character could do. He probably waiting for your ass to keep up with the things you show him you will do. He's probably knowing how to trick your ass into doing them things because you was silly enough to try to mama a man. Well, ladies, back in the day, women used to stay in a woman's place. They moved differently. They was elegant. They was cascading through simplicity. See, they had a lot of temptation. It was seductive, and they roles was played different. Nowadays, y'all be calling niggas bro like y'all they little sisters, and then y'all sucking and fucking them. Dysfunction in the mind already. What you say? 26 years ago, I had a baby. Always be a day to party over here. My daddy birthday is on the 1st of January. Don't get me wrong. I'll party for my daddy. I'll big up his anniversary of life. But I'm not going to party on December 31st because of a name called New Year's Eve. That's crazy. It's always been crazy to me. Like, I ain't never had a niggerdom moment because I'm nigga reg. You hear me? I ain't nigga dumb. I'm nigga reg. You hear what I'm saying? So My mentality ain't your mentality. Your mentality ain't my mentality. But our mentality, we can help each other grow. If I seen a lot of what people's mentalities is, because I don't see people's mentalities. Like, I haven't seen a woman really stand on her shit and say, she met a man with it, let's build with it. Y'all should know how many women I dated who never one time while they dated me said, what do you do? Let's get it like that, since they don't have much ways to get it. And the ones that got it, they in the system of working. And I'd be like, cool, but you spend so much time away from a man, you ain't really in his system of life like you think you will. You become just a pawn of a fucking toy when you got time to give him your body. So, if women really was out here feeling like the queens that they posted to derive into, then how come they choose to have lesser strong men to try to build with, to give a life to? See, I watched women over time create lives around men the way I created lives for them. And I noticed that they didn't put that type of effort into what I did for them. If they helped their motherfucking self as much as I did for them, we would have grew. But because they failed with a strong man, they go get a weaker man for years and years, and they'll run that pattern over and over. If that one stronger man don't come back into their life, because they gave themselves to that stronger man, they submitted to that stronger man in a certain way. They actually believed in that stronger man, and whatever breaks them up, she make her reason to not believe in strong men anymore. So she's due to just peak the weakest of the weak and the weak and the weak and the weak and the weak. Oh, she would go through so many weak men thinking her type of texture for her next man should derive from a look that is weaker than the man that she felt with. I'm just saying. It's not a goal for New Year's Eve to say, brand new year, brand new start. Fuck you waiting for New Year's Eve to be a brand new person for. If you say today you need to be a brand new person, why the fuck is you waiting to the 31st? Is you a fucking retard? You tell yourself, it's so many days before New Year's Eve, new me. Niggas got to get it together. I ain't taking that into the new year. Repetitional thoughts, they made us think like that, y'all. And it's bullshit. You know why it's bullshit? Because if you sat around and waited to a certain day to make changes in your life, you really wasn't making a change. The system got you. It's about time that day come. You done thought about that a couple of times, but not that repetitionally over and over. So now you come into the 31st partying, gathering with people, having your mind off of all the things you said leading up to the 31st about being greater, better year. And the next thing you know, that ain't what the fuck you wake up into the new year thinking about. That ain't what you wake up into the new year thinking like, who dick is this? Did I want that dick? That's another dick. See, a lot of y'all don't be want to admit that. Preach, brother, preach. I know. A lot of y'all don't wake up with a new, better scheme for no damn 1st of January. Y'all wake up with disappointment and regrets. And loss of memory from how fun the damn New Year's Eve party was the night before. That's what a lot of people wake up with. Don't say I'm fucking lying, because I once or twice woke up like that. But I have a long life. And a lot of people that this go for is younger than me, because I've lived a long life. If y'all want to enjoy a long life, live a long life. Don't try to enjoy life like it won't end. Enjoy it like you want it to be a long thing. Sold out. Hello? You only get 3 seconds before, if you're a scammer, they can goddamn it read your call logs, and you use your phone, your debit card on your house landline and shit. They can get numbers off the phone. Like after 3 seconds, a motherfucker don't say nothing. Click. Fuck, you thought I was gonna wait for you to speak? Y'all get me fucked up. But when I do real nigga convo now, it's called Just the Messenger on YouTube. And the reason I started doing this is because the flag was coming up everywhere else I did it at. People was hating on it. People were saying he makes sense, but sense ain't what they sought after these days. Sense ain't what they sought after. No, it's not. What they sought after was ignorance. What they sought after was a pattern of ritual things that sounded fun and of a lightness of, you know, how can I say it, less prejudice and a lightness of less responsibility for a lot of grown people. Supposed to be grown as fuck out here. Like, hey, boys supposed to be grown at 13. So if you over the age of 13, your ass should be in a mindful way to leading yourself to be a man one day. When you get over 17, 18, you're basically a man. When you get over 21, you reach the level that they say us men, our color, wasn't even supposed to reach. They tried to break down the psychology of our thoughts and the psychosis of our minds to show us that we should derive from a mentality of under and low. Man, we the highest of the high, made by the Most High. We are the epitome of originality, the original man, not mankind. Don't get it twisted. I ain't a part of mankind. I'm the original. Then they got the breaking off parts of me throughout the world. Parts of me. So fear this. Fear it. Because what you fear is what you're supposed to fear. Knowledge. If you scared of knowledge, you'll never go nowhere in life. You shouldn't be trying to know nothing. But if you fear a look of a man, and you fear the image of a man, then you just been programmed wrong. Programmed wrong. You don't believe it? Why do they call it television programming? Huh? Why do they call it television programming? Well, because for 50, 60, 70, maybe 80 years, it was a fucking experiment on people. Let's see how much we can sit them still in front of the idiot box and program their minds the way we want to program. That was they reach. And it didn't take long to see that they can program it, because if you can make repetition done across the world, oh man, it's worldly. So a song, I like that song. Do you really? Or was you repetitionally fed that song through this wave channel, and then your mind took it in, calculated it, processed it, and said, oh, that's something that ritually I say over and over and over and over. Do you really like the song though? In the big city of Chicago, literally with red bottoms on. But that's y'all favorite song. Bloody Shoes. Bloody Shoes. Do you know the people who own red bottoms? Do you know their history? The people that own Gucci and Prada, do y'all know their history? The people that own Fendi and you know, Burberry and shit, do y'all know they motherfucking history? Oh, history, do y'all? That's right. Y'all programmed to know the latest video on TV or a song on YouTube or Pandora station and all this type of shit. But y'all don't even know where the shit that y'all like derived from, huh? Y'all don't know where the shit y'all like derived from. Well, maybe that's why y'all looking to make new plans for all that failure you acknowledgedly admit to. That's a tongue twister. You acknowledge your faults every year. If you're going into the new year saying you want a better year and this year gonna be better, and hey man, they program you to acknowledge your faults after you big up yourself all so-called year. They wasn't faults all year, and then the 31st of December hit. People like, man, I'm going to the new year with new this and new that, new attitude. Wait a minute, so you saying your last attitude for the rest of, for all of last year was a bad one? Is that self-admittance, ladies? Let's see how far that reached in, Rita. Do you have a job? Do you have a job? Because when you jump in late, you don't know what you're talking about. We weren't talking about 5 followers. That's so bigger than what we were talking about. Y'all should stop doing that, ladies. Jumping in here not knowing what I'm talking about, and you can look and see I've been on here 30, 40 minutes. That's wrong. And that's not smart. And I love y'all, but y'all don't do a lot of smart things, ladies, because don't you know it's probably 40 minutes worth of a conversation that you don't know shit about? See, what we talking about is programming. They program people to have fake adolescents. They have fake, um, how can I say it? They have fake leadership given to them. They have fake imaginations created for them. And we're talking about a whole broader horizon because for the 31st of December to always be somewhere where people say over and over in their lives, they're going to do new things. They need change. That means every year of your life, you accepted what you keep wanting to change. I know how selfish you be talking about yourself. I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about me. If I talk about me, it's my life to do, but I just said, I don't like when people jump in here and talk about themselves because who became a reason for me to be talking about you all of a sudden if you jumping in on my live, you should be worried about what I'm talking about. Don't talk to me about you, talk about what I'm talking about. I mean, you probably don't know because I mentioned 30 minutes ago, I don't have a lot of viewers when I talk like this. I have a bunch of people one-on-one who would jump in and out, and then some people would do what you did. You didn't look and see how long I was on here. You just took however many seconds you heard me say one thing and just forgot. That's probably a small part of the horizon of the conversation. This is sad because that's what people is doing so, you know, often now. They created their own thoughts of somebody else's sentence. And the thought is a lot of sentences, if you think about it, created out of maybe half a sentence of a person. And now the person have to be wrong if you think you're right because you thought for them. But you can't think for people these days. Because if I feel like somebody is using their time that they can think for themselves to think for me, I always have a problem with that. Like always. You know, and I think people are misquoting a lot of what I do on here because when I come on here, I want to talk about positive things. And I don't never single myself out more than likely or nobody. I speak in general because I don't know nobody on here, Rita. I don't know you. So it is confusing when I'm 30 minutes into what I'm talking about and you just start telling me about how you were talking to yourself or talking about whatever you said. Like, I'm not going to get it. I don't understand it. And I wasn't talking about that. I'm just talking about reality. And the dumbest thing I can keep hearing people say, which is on New Year's Eve, they finna change. They finna put people in the past and all that dumbass shit. I think you should have looked to self because I just said you wasn't no important person for me to think about at the moment because you walked into a conversation and you should have asked me what I was talking about instead of you making a statement about yourself because it was dumb to make a statement about yourself when wasn't nobody talking about you. Who knew you? Your first statement was like about you. You see how your first statement was hello people? You was one person on here. Who the people you deriving your conversation to? And now you'll derive your own identification as a person talking to people on my live. So there's no really need for you to be on my live if you thought you was getting on here and finna make yourself the subject or topic. Like I said, that's wrong. I don't have you as a subject or topic because I don't know you. So you couldn't have been what somebody was talking about if they don't know you. And I was talking about what I'm talking about. So I said, it makes sense for you to say, what you talking about? Not you choose your path to be a leader, not a fast follower, because you was talking about being somebody who make trends for yourself. I would take it and not follow the trends fashion wise out here because I was speaking on that fashion statement at the time. I think that's what you was talking about. But if I got to stop in rotation of what I'm talking about all this time to think about something somebody is starting to talk about now, then that take too long for me to continue to get back on the subject of why people is so easily defensive, like just what you are. Because don't nobody admit throughout the year they doing wrong, but they admit on the 31st they need everything to change in their life. And they want to put everything behind. And that's the truth. Like, how many times you ever seen me on your live? It ain't the same. It can't be the same thing because if I ever been on your live, you'll be able to say, you was on my live, you did that. I always tell people, I don't like inboxes because I have a lot of women inboxing me thinking I want to keep up a conversation with people that I don't know, probably will never meet on some pen pal shit. I don't like that. I don't like people talking to me like we know each other or we on the same level of playing because first, I'm a man, so you can't understand most of what I'm trying to tell you right now because I'm being nice instead of just blocking you after what you said the first time because I get on here and tell everybody, don't jump on my live and try to create a conversation with people on my live. Don't jump on here and try to change my subject or have me have to tell you that you ain't on my subject. Because I just said, if you notice, you came in at like 42 minutes. I say about 40 minutes in. So your statements don't make sense if for 40 minutes I've been talking like this. 40 minutes, listen to me. 40 minutes I've been talking like this. And you didn't make your first statement towards me, and then you didn't talk inside of my live about what I'm talking about for 40 minutes. You jumped on being your own person, not running with trends and fast. And you know what I mean? That's cool and all, but I don't want to hear it. That's all. I didn't want to stop my conversation to hear it. That's basically what I was saying. Like, and you didn't even have to write all this. I don't even want to read all this. Like, you still on my live, disturbing my live because I'm wondering why you just didn't understand. This ain't your live. I don't want to hear what you got to say unless you came in talking about something that I want to hear. Like, I don't never be wanting to hear what you got to say, Rita. I don't know you. Let me show you all though. Maybe Rita didn't get the understanding that her life is what she controlled things. And now I can block her ass and I control things on my life because I just said a woman can't even help me in life build where I've been for 34 years. Not no woman want to help me build. Every woman want to like me and try to build on me. Shut your dumb ass up. And you just hear me say, you wasn't talking about what my subject was about. And now you trying to create a new subject to be talked to. And I don't want to talk to a person that want to do that. So sometimes we have to block people off the lives and the live stream because they don't know how to act. See, I try to tell people, what you think your life is ain't your life. It ain't your life. You gave your life, well, you didn't give your life away, but your parents about gave your life away when they gave your ass a social security number and made you have to live in a system that said, if you don't work, you can't grow. So you can't build with a man. You definitely can't grow. You feel what I'm saying? And if you can't be led by a man, you'll never grow. Because how dumb is women to keep asking for a better man, but telling men you don't like to be led? That's a dysfunction right there. Oxymoron, ladies. You can't keep saying you can't be led by a man, but you want a better man. Don't you know the better the man y'all get, the more he want more than the last man you didn't want? I'm just trying to be honest. The man that you don't want no more always is lesser than the man you want in the future. How come y'all don't understand that, ladies? Yeah, he a better man. Yeah, he got more than the last man. But he gonna look for more out of you. He gonna expect you to be able to reach his level of greatness. I don't care if he was the greatest, lowest level nigga, greatest middle school working man, like lowest of the richest men. If you get a better man from your eyeballs seeing him as being better, you have to go fucking hard for him. Like you went hard for the low budget nigga. Y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all don't hear me, do you? Low budget nigga could get all your effort, all your time, all your support. You get with a man that's worth more and tell him you thought he wanted to do as little as the less men. That's what you're asking us to do. Do as little as the last men. But guess what? If I'm a better man than your last man, why the fuck you come in with new instructions? I thought you noticed that I was a better man. I noticed you wasn't a better woman than the last woman I had because you came in with fucking instructions like the last woman I let go. Maybe that'd be the problem. So every great man can look through the bullshit of a woman because a lot of us see a woman as an example of us, kinda. Not the not the likeness of us, but the opposite of a us. Same as us, but the opposite. I got an Audi, she got an Indy. I'm just saying. We should think differently. We shouldn't battle on why we don't think the same. That's crazy. Like, I don't get it. Men and women are battling about being the same, equal. When somebody supposed to realize at some point, you not a man and he's not a woman. Where did you lose yourself at in that situation? I don't. I'm confused. I just be lost these days. I be looking like, where is the sisters that was growing up being taught how to be queens? Because I don't recognize it anymore. I'm getting lost in the situation. Like I'm so lost in the conversation more and more. People talk to me, I be like, you sound like somebody that should be somebody's little brother. Go ahead, little girl. What the fuck did I just do? What did I just do? Close that out. But yeah, man, it's creepy out here nowadays, man. It's real creepy out here. And people don't understand that Being creeps ain't worth it. They motherfuckers self together, man. Did that motherfucker go through? I see it. There you go. Okay. I mean, every day I get confused out here. Every day. I'm not confused on who was taught how to be a queen. I'm confused on how many people is programmed not to be queens these days. Programmed. And when I say they programmed, people are in love with being victims. I can't see me wanting a better woman, but keeping myself with choosing worse and worse of women. I recognize it too fast. Like, I don't know about nobody else, but I recognize it too fast, man. Like, once I feel the shade or once I see the non-intent to be a woman to me, I'm cool. You hear me? I'm cool. You ain't finna get these invisible things that I less speak on, like bitches protected by a grown ass man, more popularized by his popularity, got his motherfucking fame. You got his motherfucking protection if y'all walk down the street, man, cut it the fuck out. If I walk down the street with a woman, ain't never gonna be a time in life I'm gonna be 6'3", 6'4" and a half, and a motherfucker gonna think I'm worried about my woman protecting me. But not a day with a woman that's with me feel like she ain't protected by my body frame if she with me. Just my frame. That's something she'll never tell the world. She didn't have for a date night out. She had for 5 years. This woman had it for 7 years. This woman had it for 3 years. They won't tell the world that. Y'all know the system. Keep a black man down so won't nobody else want him. So that means the best man for a lot of y'all is the motherfucker that everybody tearing down. So I love it. Tear me down. Hey, tear me down. Haters gonna hate. But the friction is made out there because won't nobody change it. Nobody change it. Women picking who they date, taking all these dicks in them, but they ain't telling themselves to stop taking the particular dicks they taking. Nobody say stop fucking, ladies. It's natural. That's how babies get made. The life gonna go on. But for the people y'all fucking, who is y'all blaming for who y'all fuck? Do you really think the next man want to be told about the competition of your last man? And the last man was a go. I was fit to say a goy. That was a goofy and a boy. But yeah, goy. That's my new word. Ash cap that. YouTube got me. Y'all out here dating these goys these days. See, they grew up off cartoons. I ain't never watched no motherfucking cartoons. I don't have a child like mine no more. But if they do things like kill somebody, y'all don't look at it like he a murderer. Y'all think it's cool. It's passive. It's okay. Girl. No, bitch. He ain't Bugs Bunny. He ain't Yosemite Sam. Y'all putting killers in these households with these babies that belong to other men. Because a lot of women don't even like the niggas they had the babies by. That's where they fucked up at. Remember, that ain't no damn man fault that he tried to fucking like y'all ass. And the only fucking thing you tried to do was have what the fuck you seen that he had. And now you end up being reckless, getting the motherfucking baby by this nigga. And now he the worst thing in the world? No, he not. No, he not. The worst thing in the world is the person that pride on that man for what he had. Yeah, to be protected, to look good, to ride in his vehicles, to be with his lifestyle, under his money, his household, his wing. But y'all don't hear me though, do y'all? I said it's a treatment players meet, but I'm an intellectual thug. So a lot of y'all will never meet me. Never know a nigga. Wrong with it.